So there is the pressure to marry early. There's a pressure to be involved in being in a relationship. There's pressure to travel around the world. There's pressure to even pursue a high academic like education, like postgraduate. How do you, as a person, tame your mind in order to protect your mental health to make sure that these pressures do not get to you? How are you able to like overcome them? Hello, hi, I am GB Solomon and welcome to my channel. This is GB Interactive. If this is your first time on this channel, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment and share. I have my friend here with me.
My name is Mercy. I was just passing by and I don't know what this video is about.
Is this your first time like on YouTube? Okay, so this is going to be an interesting one. Yes. What do you think? What do you think this video about?
I don't know, maybe relationship songs.
Okay, why? That's what I'm known for, relationship and songs.
Exactly.
Well, have you heard the term Fomo before?
No.
Fomo, it stands for the fear of missing out. I did some googling, so let me read the description here. The anxiety that an exciting or interesting event may currently be happening elsewhere, often aroused by posts seen on social media. So basically, when you go on social media, you see people post what's going on in their lives, then you start to feel that you are missing out. So maybe they are posting their marriage, they are posting maybe they are going out to an event, and then you are behind your phone and you feel like, oh, I wish I was there, I wish I was there. Everybody in one way or the other has had this feeling at some point in their lives. There are people that it comes and then after a short while it goes, but there are others that constantly they feel pressured by what they see on social media. The more the apps increase, the more this anxiety is formed. So first it was maybe Facebook alone, but now there is Instagram, there is Twitter, Snapchat, and even there is TikTok. So personally, I see people doing a dance on TikTok. I wish I could dance. Some of the things that you see that sometimes makes you feel that you're missing out.
Just this evening, around 3-4 p.m., a friend of mine back in JHS, I saw her music video on Facebook. I was like, wow, I wish I was in a position, because we used to sing together. I didn't take my music or I didn't take that talent so seriously. But this evening when I saw her on Facebook, I just said, wow, she has released her own song. So I was like, oh, I wish I was in a position. I wish I was the one. I wish I had the chance.
I think that for that feeling, it will come. But sometimes it is so deep to the extent that you start feeling like you haven't achieved anything.
Yes.
Like it makes you even forget all the other awesome things that you're doing in your life, and then you just focus on that particular thing for forever. I remember when I was in class 2, 3, 4, we were in Taekwondo by that time, and then anytime there is excursion or a field trip, my parents would refuse to let me go. And I remember at that point I felt so out of like the system. My parents had their own plan, that the fact that they don't trust me at that time to be able to make the decision on my own.
Yes.
So they can let.
They see us to be responsible at that time.
I think responsible might feel a bit insulting, but I would take it. But I was like, but if you let bra or sister, whatever, they're like, no. Fast forward, I grew up, I came to Teba, and I attended every field trip that I wanted to go to. Some of the places that we wanted to go to when we were in Takoradi, like Kakum and all that, I've gone to all those places. So I sit back and I'm like, those times I used to feel bad, sad for not being part of it. Was it worth it?
Yeah. When we were in JHS, by 7 p.m. we had to sleep because we would go to school the next day. And one time they were showing this movie, World Apart in Addo. So we hid behind the curtain. We were just viewing it behind the curtain. And then my daddy was like, this movie you are hiding to watch, in 3 years to come, you see that you have more time to watch it. I was like, by that time I grew up, the movie will not be in the system anymore or something. I didn't know that I'll even come and meet it
Exactly. So in the moment, you forget to think ahead of
Yes.
the situation, and you just
Think about
about
the immediate time.
You are old now. You can watch whatever you want to watch. In our days, in our age, I think one of the things that puts pressure on people are sometimes relationships and marriages. Yeah. So people are posting their relationship. You might even be in one, but you tend to compare yourself to what others are doing in their relationship. And you start to feel like, oh, only if my partner could have done this, if we could have traveled to this place. And it puts so much pressure on the relationship to the extent that sometimes you're actually having the best relationship. But just because you're putting yours comparing to others, then it even starts to bring issues to your relationship. But I also want to put out there that everybody has their own time and season, and the opportunities that are available for one person might not be the same opportunity available for another person. We should try as much as possible not to focus so much on what is going on in somebody else's life. You set your own target, you set your own goals, and stick to them. And sometimes certain things are not meant for you. The fact that it's in vogue or that is what is trend, it doesn't mean that you should also necessarily be a part of it or follow the trend. So quickly, let's talk about how the fear of missing out might be something positive. Maybe you can start from where we are talking about the opportunities you missed because you felt like they could come again.
Opportunity comes but one. You don't know whether this opportunity might come again. So when it comes and you don't grab it, you feel that you've lost everything. You know, when I was in SHS, I had a scholarship to study at I was like, no, the opportunity will come again. I lost that opportunity, and that opportunity never came again. And when I completed, I had another scholarship to study outside the country. I was like, no, opportunity will come again. Just that was what I was saying till I lost all those opportunities. So sometimes it's just good to try out that opportunity, even if it doesn't work. Just don't leave it just like that. Because if I had even tried, maybe if I tried and it didn't work, it would have been different.
Yeah, maybe at that time you might have been able to tell yourself that, oh, I don't have to rush for it. Another opportunity might come. But you could have taken the opportunity out of fear of you missing out, and something good would have come out of it. So in some ways, it is not bad in its entirety. But another thing is, if you had gone, I might not have met you.
Yeah. So, but when who I would have met if I
hey. You would have met other people, but you wouldn't have ever met any salon. The same way I wouldn't have met any Mercy. So I get it. What other way might this fear of missing out be very positive?
You know, people can die at any time. You don't know when someone will die. So that is why people don't want to miss any opportunity. People are just afraid they'll miss an opportunity because they don't know what tomorrow holds for them. Maybe the opportunity, you were made to maybe get married before you die. Now this man is coming to you, say you don't want it. You die, then meaning that you never even had the opportunity to enjoy what marriage was. Yeah, so that is part of the fear or anxiety people go through.
Yeah, another way the fear of missing out might turn out positive is that sometimes we are just lazy. So when you now see what other people are doing, you start to believe the possibility of something happening to you. So now you now put in steps to also achieve them. So and it's not bad as bad. But some of the things that sometimes we worry ourselves over, iPhones. Like iPhone has become so much of a fashion that
ladies, especially to ladies. Let me tell you this part. You know, a Nigerian guy wanted to get married to me. So
married to you?
Yes,
okay.
Married to me, not just married to me. So we started talking. I felt he was a good man, but he asked, which phone do you use? And I told him I use Techno Spark. He said, oh, that's a low phone. I'll get you an iPhone. So I was like, really? You think you're going to buy me with iPhone? So that was when my mind started changing. I got to know that this man would want to just deceive me with a phone, an iPhone, because every lady or anyone wants to use iPhone.
it puts so much pressure on people.
Yeah.
It makes sometimes girls do anything at all they can to get it.
Of course.
It makes boys do frauding, lying to their parents. I feel like if, like for instance, I think I need it for videos. But there are some people that they don't really need it that much, but just because it's trending and the whole
I'm very
fuss
sure some
about
people
it.
are using their fees to buy.
Exactly.
iPhone.
About 3 weeks ago, I saw this Twitter post where they asked people that at 23 years old, what were they able to achieve in their lives? And some people were writing, I was able to buy my first land, I was able to own a car, I was able to do this, I was able to do that. 23 years. And when I saw it, I was happy for those who have been able to achieve certain things. But I feel like it also created pressure for people who have passed that age and have not been able to. I don't think it was that healthy. Even though like before already mentioned that it can be positive, where someone might feel like, hey, what have I been doing with my life? I'm 30 years, somebody at 23 years has done this and has done that. So as much as possible, we need to find a balance of where we let the pressure to get to us, for us to just obsess over things that are needless, or where we let the pressure get to us, but to make us to start working hard to achieve certain things. But I want to ask you, so there is the pressure to marry early, there's a pressure to be involved in being in a relationship, there's pressure to travel around the world, there's pressure to even pursue a high academic like education, like postgraduate. How do you as a person tame your mind in order to protect your mental health, to make sure that these pressures do not get to you? How are you able to like overcome them?
The thing is, I think you as a person should know what you really want first. Know what you really, really want to be in life. So you set your standards.
You were talking about in SHS. You told yourself that by age 18 you should be in university.
Yes, by age 23 I should complete. So I started giving myself pressure. So I even wanted to go for a course I wasn't even interested in the UDS. I was like, they gave me family consumer science, but I wanted to do food processing or something that is in line with logistics. So they gave me family consumer science or something like that. I wanted to go for it because I wanted to complete by the age of 22 or 23 years. So I was just under this pressure. I was like, I want to do something someone else in my family or someone. So I said, no, I'll go for it. I'll still go for it. After all, I'll be completing as the time I gave myself. So later, I sat down and then spoke to myself that, is that really what I want? Is that really, really what I would want to be a food consumer? I don't even know anything about it. What I want to do is to be a logistician, be in the logistics or something close to logistics. Yes. So what is food family consumer science doing with logistics? I just had to drop the idea. I almost paid my fees. So I think a year later, then I told myself I don't need to be in competition with anyone. At that time, my cousin, who is younger than me, she's a year younger than me, she was at the university. So I was like, I have to be there. I have to be there too. So she was in level 200. That was when I bought like a phone. So when I got to school, she was in the private university, and then she was doing fashion. So later, she told my mommy that she can't continue with the school because she thinks it wouldn't help. Then she had to drop and then buy UCC form. So now she's in level 100 and I'm in my final year. So you see how life play games. You shouldn't look at people. You should set some standard for your own self so that you wouldn't be under pressure.
It is only said that if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So if I get you right, it means that even though you might want to set maybe timelines for yourself, make sure that they are not restrictive.
You.
Like
if it happens the way you
wanted
it, fine. But if it doesn't, I think you should move on.
Yes. One thing that is constant is change.
If you fail, try it again. If you fail, try it again. Try till you get to the point. You understand? But if you feel, I failed in my WASI, but I tried again. I tried writing a book. I think failure is part of life.
Another thing that people do is they block those people who are giving them the pressure.
Yes.
So if you know that you are somebody that can easily fall for the pressure, make sure that you surround yourself with information that will not give you that pressure. So maybe if there's some celebrities that are following that making you feel that what make sure that you don't see their posts. If it's a friend of yours that is always flaunting their lives on social media, it doesn't mean that you are envious of them. It only means that you are very particular about your own mental health. So sometimes you have to control what you allow your eyes to see and your ears to hear.
Yes, and don't feed the bad things around you.
Yes.
Because if you feed them, that's when they give you pressure around you.
Yes.
So feed positive things around you.
Exactly.
Don't feed negative people or negative thoughts around you.
When you talk about people, sometimes too the pressure comes from friends or people who are in our clique. We sometimes have this blinded loyalty that I want to be part of this group.
So even if they are bad
or they are doing things that personally you're not at that level yet, or you won't have rushed into it yet, that pressure comes. So make sure that you control the people that you allow your circle. Make sure that you have somebody that anytime it seems that you are trying to take too many steps, they will be able to be the voice of reason and tell you that, oh, Mercy, Salom, I think that all the plans you have are good, but how don't you take your time and achieve them so you don't put so much pressure on yourself? Because it can cause depression, it can cause you to go mad, honest. So, Mercy, thanks for coming in. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Thank
so,
you, I enjoyed myself too.
What would you say, like, as a summary for all that have been said?
Okay, so whatever I would say is that in life, have mentors, have role models, but then if you think that you should choose right role models, because some people can influence you positively, some people can influence you negatively. Set your own standards and make sure that whatever you are determined to be, you follow the right people that are ahead of you, like who are also in line with whatever you want to be in life.
Personally, I think what you should take away from this video is one, set your own standards, set your own values, so that you don't fall for anything at all. Another thing is that the fear of missing out is not always negative. Sometimes it pushes you to do better. It pushes you to like try new things, and then respect your own timing, and simply don't fall for anything at all. And then no matter what you are going through, never feel that you can never make it in life. Sometimes you would have to restructure your life. Sometimes you would have to forget about certain things that you place so much value on and focus on that things. Yeah, so basically,
and yes, when you fail, try again. Because Jesus even tried again. When he prayed for the blind man and then he couldn't see, so he told him, I can't see anything. He said, I see people like trees. He said, okay, let me pray for you again. So he did again. He didn't.
Wow.
So when you fail, try again. Try till you get what you want.
So sorry for the sweat on our faces. There's no AC here, and then we have to shoot under challenging circumstances. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. What are some of your fears? The Fomos that you personally go through. Don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. How do you overcome them? And whatever you have to say about this video, leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, and don't forget to share. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful time. Bye.
Bye.